Hello, children. I welcome you to the second session of the chapter, The Uprising of 1857. Up till now, we have discussed about the revolt in Kanpur, which was led by Nana Sahib, then Awadh, then now let's discuss about Bareilly. In Bareilly, the revolt was led by Khan Bahadur Khan, who was a pensioner of the British government. He revolted and the British officers fled for their lives. In Jhansi, the revolt was led by Rani Lakshmi Bai, who was infuriated on the pretext of doctrine of lapse, and she revolted against the Britishers, and she, along with the rebels, escaped to Kalpi to join Tatya Tope. However, they were defeated at the end. Then in Ara, there was a zamindar of Jagdishpur. His name was Kuvar Singh. He was nearly 80 years old. He organized the people to revolt in Ara. He also extended his support to the rebels in Kanpur and Lucknow, and he died due to the wounds. Then the revolt was suppressed brutally by Governor General Lord Canning. The commanders Hargreaves, Neil Campbell, Havelock, Outram, John Lawrence, they all were responsible for brutally suppressing the revolt. They set the villages on fire. They set Chandni Chowk, Kashmiri Gate, all these places, on fire. They suppressed the revolt. If I talk of Bahadur Shah Zafar and his family, at last they had to take shelter in Humayun tomb when the Britishers were finding them. Actually, Bahadur Shah Zafar was declared as the Emperor of India by the military, as I discussed, by the Indian soldiers, and then later on, Bahadur Shah Zafar tried finding shelter in Humayun's tomb, but then Bahadur Shah Zafar was declared guilty of treason. Treason means betraying the nation, and he and his wife were sent to a jail in Rangoon. Then Nana Sahib and Begum Hazrat Mahal, as I discussed, they fled to Nepal. Tatya Tope was captured and killed. Now, why the uprisings failed? If I talk of Rani Lakshmi Bai, she failed because certain Indians were on the sides of the Britishers. Zamindars were on the sides of the Britishers. Indians had backward weapons. The railways were with the Britishers, and the Britishers used these railways, these roads to suppress the revolt. They had complete control. They had better weapons. They bribed the Indians, and the Indians were on the sides of the Britishers. The newly educated Indians were on the sides of the Britishers. Then there are certain Britishers like Outram. They all called it Sepoy mutiny because the Sepoys like Mangal Pandey revolted. Then there are certain Indians, and there were certain Britishers who said that it was the first war of independence. For the first time, the Hindus and the Muslims participated. It was a national revolt as declared by British Governor Disraeli. Now, what was the impact of the revolt? Of course, the revolt shook the Britishers to the core, and as a result, at the end of the revolt, the Britishers, what did they do? The Britishers decided, uh, the Britishers decided to dissolve the East India Company, and all the power shifted from the East India Company to the British Crown. Then the Governor Generals were now called Viceroys, right? And there was a Secretary of State. Now there was a Secretary of State which was assisted by Indian Council. Then, besides this, Queen also promised, Queen Victoria. See, the power shifted from the East India Company to the British Crown, that is Queen Victoria. And then the Governor Generals were now called Viceroys. They were Secretary of State, which was assisted by the Indian Council. Queen Victoria promised that she would never interfere in the social and the religious customs of India. Like, earlier they banned sati and everything. Then the Britishers realized that the number of uh, Indians should be less in the army, and the number of European soldiers should be more. And rather, they employed Gurkhas, Pathans, and Sikhs more in the army because they were on the sides of the Britishers during the revolt of 1857. They helped to suppress the revolt. And of course, the Britishers continued pursuing the policy of divide and rule because they knew that they could rule over India till Hindus and Muslims are disunited. Once they are united, it would be difficult to rule over India.